You guys ready?
You guys ready?
Yes, ready. 3.
I'm going to bully you. I want to bully you so hard.
Go ahead.
Nah.
You're already trying to attack me on Twitter.
I'm not attacking you.
You did attack me on Twitter.
I'm saying that Digimon isn't that great. That's fine.
Digimon is good, and you're just saying that because I trashed Pokemon.
No. Digimon's fine.
Dude, this is an endless cycle. This is the endless war right here. Throughout childhood, it was
like in the 90s, no more people arguing about these franchises.
Anyway,
I hate that Pokemon killed fucking Digimon.
It didn't kill it.
It didn't.
It didn't kill it. Pokemon and Digimon are two entirely different audiences.
It's so much bigger, and it bums me out.
But they're two entirely different audiences.
No, they're like the same. No, not the same audience.
Digimon is more mature.
Digimon is for teenagers. Pokemon is for children.
Yeah.
And I play Pokemon because I think it's cute.
It's astounding that it's still alive.
Yeah, I think Pokemon is cute. That's why I play it, because it's fucking cute.
3, 2, 1. Crap.
My man, you sounded so confident.
Yeah.
3. No, that's what you can't do. Just like a countdown. It always stuns you when you get to that one. You're like,
welcome back, guys, to Drunken Ship episode 89, right?
89, yeah.
I'm Tay. This is Jordan. This is Bryan.
Yep.
This week we're talking about Summer Games Fest, Xbox Bethesda Showcase, PlayStation news, basically everything.
Yeah, it's summer, so we're getting gaming news.
We're finally, baby, let's go. It's the spirit of E3. E3's dead. We all know it, but it's that time.
Is there any E3 happening this year?
No, they canceled it.
But but if you're new to the show, this is a show about 3 of us talk about everything about movies, video games, and entertainment industry or whatever. And if you like that, please rate and comment or share our podcast on your podcast services.
We do so many shows. Dude, someone asked me at work the other day, like, so how many views you get? I'm like, dude, it's so spread out. There's so many different platforms. I had no idea exactly. I couldn't give them a straight number.
Yeah. So before we get into the main topic this week, how are you guys?
I'm doing pretty great.
I put a lip kit on my car.
What is that?
Just an extension of my car. It makes it look a lot lower from the front. Speed.
You know, I always got my tires rotated or changed last Friday, and I decided to sit down since I'm in a car environment.
Yeah, you guys watch Fast and the Furious once.
Yeah.
Suddenly you're...
I love... There's a TikTok video where it's like when you change your oil in your... Or it's like when you change or add windshield wiper to your car, and then it's like they like go down and take a picture with the Fast family.
Jordan, I think I understand you now. Hate being wrong, but I gotta get it now. So I'm getting my wheel change, my get red and black theme in my car.
Nice.
Some red lights in there.
See, I can tell that's a beginner stage. When you go red black, that's the beginner stage.
Because my car is kind of red, so
that is true.
You can't go wrong. Black. You can't go wrong doing there's a lot of black accents to a red car because then it's gonna stick well.
Sonic the Hedgehog and Shadow the Hedgehog over here.
Huh?
Sonic the Hedgehog, Shadow the Hedgehog.
Damn, Chaos Emerald.
Crockett hated that I said that.
You really want to talk about some Sonic right now? I don't understand. So just let him go. Let him. I don't. No. All right. No, this is Tate's problem. This is his fucking problem right here. He loves and hates this thing at the same time. I think you just like complaining about this thing.
No, I don't.
Just let him go. You either like it or hate it.
I literally had the same discussion with someone earlier today. I had like a 10-page text message.
Oh my God.
What's wrong with Sonic? I explain.
I don't think people understand how to make a Sonic game.
Well,
I think the people that made Sonic Mania and Origins understand.
Shout out to you guys.
Shout out to them. What's the developer studio?
Headcanon.
Straight
looking guy. And Christian right here. They call him Taxman or whatever. But so what you said earlier is that's how I feel. I've been there for 5 years now. And this game for like me and a lot of people, this game supposed to be the redemption arc for Sonic. And as of yesterday or the day before, whatever.
It ain't it, Chief.
Ain't it. And I'm done. I'm tired of it.
Yeah.
It's like...
Are you going to play it? You can play
it for words, I was more curious to see what... Because this new Sonic would be an open world game.
Yeah.
So I was like, okay, let's see what it looks like.
So wait. So for context, we're talking about Sonic Frontier. It had a trailer drop the other day, and it was... It was
dog shit.
Yeah, to a lot of fans, it was very empty and
It's so funny that I'm so excited.
Listen, I feel bad for anyone that is a Sonic fan and was like really excited for Sonic Frontiers because that is legitimately the worst gameplay demo
I've seen a very long
trailer that I've seen in years.
I wasn't excited for this by any chance. I was just curious at what it's going to look like.
Right.
It is,
yeah.
So
it looks like Sonic. It looks like a fan took Sonic and dropped him to Unreal Engine 4.
That's exactly what it looks like.
And then they were like doing a gameplay, which
There's a whole bunch of those on YouTube, by the way.
This was from IGN,
and they look better.
And IGN's kind of notorious for having bad players play the game. Yeah. And I feel
this isn't
like
a bad player thing though.
No, but I feel like the way they were doing awkward stuff, I feel like they had some this is just from my perspective of the way it was looking. It just seemed like they were told that you could only to show off certain things and don't go into certain areas.
No, I agree with that, but like he was stuttering and being, but it's like that kind of gameplay like just doesn't align itself with like Sonic gameplay, in my opinion.
That wasn't a game trailer though.
It was an exploration example. Yeah, the taste of what you're gonna get as exploration.
But it looks unfinished. There's like random shit in the sky.
But you
just
say that,
placed there,
and a lot of Sonic fans say that. But knowing from Forces, all these complaints we have right now don't mean shit. That's gonna be in the final product.
No, I agree. But when I say it's unfinished, I mean it's not like they're gonna fix it.
No,
I mean like it's going to release unfinished.
Yes.
Do we have a release date for that game?
It's most likely November. It's coming out this year. It's gonna get touch-ups, but what we're seeing is still gonna be prevalent in that fucking game.
Yeah, it's just like the fact that there's like just assets in the sky that you can get through like a spring. It looks ugly. The environment doesn't look anything like Sonic.
Sonic's character design.
It's awful. It looks like dog shit.
Looks terrible.
I saw a lot of people complaining about like there was not enough momentum in the game.
Yeah.
So I wanted to get into that because I'm Sonic with fucking nerdy glasses.
Yeah.
So you guys watch my PlayStation, but Sonic compilation videos or whatever, right?
I didn't even know you made that.
Yeah, but it's on both YouTube channels. I did reviews of the first mainline games of the Genesis.
That was a good while ago.
That must have been before I joined.
So I go down like Sonic. The 2D Sonic games are based on momentum-based physics.
Yeah.
So the history of Sonic is like the creator got inspired from Mario 1, how you learn the level and you speed run through the level. Mm-hmm. So he wanted to make this entire game concept, which is what Sonic is, why he's fast. So those games is you understand the level design, and Sonic speed is the reward.
Yeah.
So
time based, like Sonic's time based like that?
No.
So Sonic is based on repetition. Like you go through the level once a few times, and then when you play the level again, you can just fucking zoom through it.
Well, yeah, that's what I mean. Like you're trying to beat your own time, you're trying to get faster. Sonic's a racing game.
No. A lot of people say it's like Smashing Fighters. It's not the same. It's that same.
Sonic's a racing game. From what you just explained to me,
why do you insist? Beat the clock. Why do you insist on saying controversial shit for the sake of saying?
I don't understand how Sonic goes fast, the car goes fast. I don't understand whether that's controversial.
Here's the thing: you say it, and I know you're joking, and it infuriates me.
It's not a joke.
So
I'm being dead serious, Brian. I believe that.
Shut the fuck up.
Talk to you.
But anyway, so Sonic, they had those games have momentum-based gameplay. They relies on a lot of Sonic's physics.
Yeah.
Like go down go down a hill, you go faster. Go up a hill, you go slower.
Right.
The last game that had that attributes to those games is Sonic Adventure 1. It's like Sonic Adventure 2, but as the games progressed, they just got rid of it.
Is that the one with like Escape from the City?
Yeah, that's Sonic Adventure 2. But Sonic Adventure 1 is the most prominent 3D one they had, where you can still have. It's not good as the classic games, but it was still there.
Right.
As the series going on, they just took it away. So as they say, Sonic Unleashed or Sonic Colors or Generations, you push a button to go fast.
Yeah.
So the reward is gone.
The spirit, it's kind of been changed.
He's just fast for the sake of being fast.
Yeah.
Even though it's part of the character, but it
doesn't like as a character, like a media character. Like if you're making a movie about him, that makes perfect sense or anything like that. But as a gameplay mechanic, you need to reward your player for going fast. Yeah.
So Sonic Frontiers is the type of game where those physics should exist because there's a lot of hills, a lot of slope. Well, not slopes so far, but a lot of hills and stuff. So Sonic has the potential to go how fast the player wants to be.
Yeah, like I could see it like it's like driving I swear to God, I'm not trying to be funny here. It's like driving a car. You can hit corners faster and faster and faster.
Yeah.
Sonic, you could build up momentum and you could keep building it up. Like let's say if you just start him at the end of the map and then you race him towards the end of the map, or you start him at the beginning of the map and race towards the end of the map, he should technically just keep going faster and faster. Or you try to hit combos and it just makes him go quicker and quicker, and you're trying to keep up with that.
You see that briefly in that gameplay demo they showed the other day where he was going to do like these loops, well not loops, but these rails under the bridge thing. It was just that slight moment it looks really good.
Right.
Because it kept the flow going. Something's about keeping that flow.
Mm-hmm.
But since this game is an open world game, you can't get that flow.
You can't do that.
It's not condensed enough. That's why I think this game is going to be an example where Sonic truly does not work in 3D.
Yeah.
I know people hate saying that because it's like I said earlier, Sonic needs a coherent level design for his physics.
Yeah.
You can't just like throw him everywhere and soon because Sonic's a point A to point B game.
Yeah.
And it doesn't work. That's
it's a levels. He needs levels. So open world is like really. Is this one of the first times they've done open world?
This is first open world.
It's the first open world.
So this is their. They're probably dipping their toes in the water.
And it's funny because you say that because Sega they put an article out today like we want to make this game get high scores. Yeah. First of all, I don't know what the fuck that means. That should be your main priority from the get go.
Yeah.
I don't know why they made a big deal about that.
I think it's because every other 3D Sonic game has failed so miserably.
And what I think they got wrong is they saw people like Zelda.
That's exactly what I was going to tell you because even the thumbnail for the IGN gameplay reveal looks like the thumbnail for like the Zelda
the generic shot. Yeah.
It's like Sonic standing looking over the field. Like they're taking way too much inspiration from Breath of the Wild.
I don't think they're taking inspiration. They're just saying like,
is that like a joke?
What?
That is a joke. That's what I say. Because but this is the thing. Like Breath of the Wild was a really successful open world game.
Yeah.
And then like every property that wants to revitalize their idea now, their IP goes like, oh, let's just make it open world.
That's the problem. They're doing it for the sake of being.
It's like a marketing tactic.
Yeah.
It's like just comparatively to a very similar popular.
Breath of the Wild's great, so let's do that for Sonic. No, it doesn't work that way. Breath of the Wild, it has the past games of the fundamentals of the past games, like collect, explore.
Right.
Especially the top-down Zelda games. They're still essentially open world games, but it's top-down. Those are just translated into 3D space, which is Breath of the Wild is. You still have that core Zelda gameplay. You don't have that with Sonic. Same with Mario 64. I know it's not open world, it's a sandbox.
Yeah.
But if you play Mario 64 and Super Mario 3, they're fundamentally the same games.
Yeah.
But the only difference is in it's translated into 3D space. Sonic never had a 3D space moment.
Yeah.
And this is one of the few games where he should have that moment, but they're not doing it. He has literally Sonic forces animations and playing style. Like they just threw that character animation presets into this fucking game and call it a day. It doesn't work.
Annoying.
He's like a set speed. He's not even going faster or slower. You got to push a button to him to go faster. You get on a freaking rail. He gets on a rail. He just goes up. Yeah. Instead of I can jump. They had to put a speed booster to justify his speed.
Right.
That's a big problem with other Sonic games. They throw in speed boosters to make him appear fast.
Yeah.
Which in the other games, while they exist there, they're not there for.
They were jumping. They were jump pads.
And for like a little cinematic experience. Oh shit, he's faster. Mm-hmm. But in the other games, the newer games, they're there to justify Sonic's being slow.
Right.
Because they don't want to replicate his momentum-based physics or whatever.
Yeah.
So that's my problem with the game, but that's a lot of people's problem with the game.
So what do you think they chose those design choices?
Sonic has a problem with being inconsistent. That's why the series is so how it is today.
Hasn't it been bounced around like several developers
too many fucking times?
Yeah, that's what it kind of feels like from what you're explaining. Is like this is having multiple people work on this project, and probably just people get sick of it.
It's the director from Forces, Colors Ultimate, Sonic 4, 1 and 2. Secret Rings and Black and Light, all shitty fucking games.
Yeah,
that's the guy who's making this one.
They decided to bring him fucking back. Like, what kind of sense? Sonic infuriates me. Sega team.
Yeah, what kind of? There's no other game company that when you make 7 games and they all flop, they bring you back for an 8th.
I don't fucking know. And it's like Sonic Mania came out. That was the highest Sonic game rated at the time.
Yeah.
And they didn't fucking make the game. It was people who made the mobile remasters of the game or Sonic. It was
Headcanon, right?
Headcanon, yeah.
It was a fan game.
Yeah,
it was a fan game, and then they got brought on.
Fan game. Yeah. And these guys know their shit with Sonic, especially particularly 2D games.
Well, they knew what worked.
Yeah. And I made a video before. Drunken Ship was a thing, but I didn't put on Drunken Ship. But I made a video on my personal YouTube channel. I called everything from here and onwards about Sonic. Like I said, Sonic Mania is going to be way better than the Forces, simply because there's care in that game.
Yeah.
Not because they're fans, it's they know what Sonic is. Sonic team is like in a point where they're burned out. They don't know what the fuck to do, and they're listening to literally everyone, from me, people who doesn't like what I like. Everyone's opinions all clash.
There's too many cooks in the kitchen.
That's what Sonic Forces was.
Yeah.
There was too much shit.
There's too much feedback
to that game where Sonic Forces is like the soulless piece of shit of a game. It makes me so angry how mediocre it is.
Yeah,
it's not bad gameplay wise. Like in terms of is this a glitchy or nothing?
Yeah,
it works.
The game plays. It's just bad.
Fucking
just mediocre.
So mediocre that at this point, like I just kind of gave up. Because they're not even trying anymore. Then you see like Sonic Origins next month was a compilation of this month, of the mobile, the headcanon games.
Yeah.
You know what it seems like? It seems like they put out a bad Sonic game, and then they're like, all right, we got to cover our bases, make our money back. Let's just republish out some old games.
Mania was.
And then refund ourselves for another bad game.
That's literally
that is like the cycle it seems like what they're making.
That's what Sonic Mania Forces was. Sonic Mania came out, and it was awesome to have that game where everyone, not just Sonic fans, everyone say, holy shit, this is a good Sonic game.
Yeah.
That was a nice, good 3 months.
Who did Generations?
Sonic Team. It was good.
Generations was pretty fun.
But how do you go from Generations to fucking Forces?
Yeah.
Or how you go to Sonic Generations to Lost World? They completely scrapped that gameplay style and went to something fucking different.
They have to have been outsourcing this shit.
I don't know. And like one thing that fears me the most too, and kind of right, kind of wrong with it though, but like when Sonic Mania comes out and it did numbers, it did really fucking well. Mm-hmm. And it shows like Sonic still has some fire in them. Like you can make a Sonic game, old or new. They decided to say like, don't hire these guys as a B team. Just it happened once.
Yeah.
You would think as a company, keep these guys to keep some momentum.
I would make those motherfuckers the A team.
Yes, or something, or B team, like a side team or something. Keep the people's minds with Sonic or something.
That's
they don't do
that's
that.
what happened with Konami when they were working on Konami. They did Silent Hill, right? Yeah. So that's
Capcom. Resident Evil.
Resident Evil is Capcom, but Konami was trying to replicate Resident Evil, so they got a whole new development team. They called it Team Silent, and they gave them like that assignment just to make something that looked like Resident Evil. And they were like a B team. There was like a super small team. They had to work overnight because they didn't have access to the rendering computers that they needed and shit like that. They were being treated poorly, relatively. But then after Silent Hill 1 came out and it was really successful, those people became like the main working team for Team Silent. And so, like, that treatment is what that should have happened to the Sonic people.
It's very interesting. Especially someone who's a fan of the series. Like, I love Sonic games, playing Sonic. And, like, I hate being the way I am because, I really love this franchise. I'm passionate about it.
That's how I feel about a lot of, like, that's how I feel about Pokemon a lot of the time, too. Yeah. It's like, I like the Pokemon games, but I wish that they made more interesting choices.
Better. Yeah, and it's like, I hate saying, like, I'm tired of being this way to Sonic. So I was like, after this game, I'm done. I said this, like, months ago, like, 4 years ago. Like, I'm sick of being up in arms about getting this fucking franchise right. They don't want to get it right. Fuck you too, then. I feel like they're only gonna get it right as long, like when they trust headcanon. See, that's what I said. Yeah. I'm like this close, but they're the only ones that keeping me here.
Yeah.
Like I'm about Origins and support Origins because I fucking love those versions of the games. If they come back and make a new Sonic, 2D Sonic game, I would gladly buy.
See, they're gonna do that, and then they're gonna release another 3D Sonic game. That's just not gonna work. Actually, they just need to find.
Sooner or later, they're gonna have to realize that they're making money off of the good Sonic games.
They're making money off the shitty ones too, sadly, because people eat up Sonic.
People
kids.
do keep buying it. Yeah.
I can't argue it, but it's like I think Sonic's one of those things where.
Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off, Crockett.
Sorry.
No, well, I don't know. No, you're good.
I think Sonic's one of those things where they didn't realize it would be that popular.
Yeah. Now they have to carry
it.
They
had to carry it. But there's this really famous YouTube, well, not famous, but it's a really good YouTube video that I watched back when I was in Florida. It tells this going on inside of Sega Sonic Team, and it's really fucking fascinating. You see what's going inside that studio and why these games are the way they are. It's really fucked up.
Interesting. I want to see that. Yeah,
it's bad.
Yeah, Japanese game culture. Like development teams.
It's just a work culture there.
It's awful.
It's full of crunching.
Well, all of Japan is like their work culture is just
it's awful.
Yeah, dog shit.
And it reflects on those fucking games. So there's a little story there too. So.
Yeah. Well, goddamn.
Yeah. What's scares? I mean, we're talking about Sonic a lot, and I doubt we're gonna see any more gameplay for a good chunk. I don't know if we'll see any yet.
Dude, I hope that I really legitimately hope that they take all their response from this situation and like address some of it, but I know that they won't.
I forgot to mention, like people say they call it the Sonic cycle.
Yeah.
The same shit we're going right now is every fucking Sonic game.
Yeah.
But I swear up and down, like, and I'm one of them. Like, I think people are at the point where that shit ain't real no more. Like, we're done.
Yeah.
Like, we're tired of this shit. Go to Mario, go to Spyro, go to Crash, fuck Sonic. And I just hate to say that because people are just tired.
Yeah,
so
I agree.
It happens.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Let it go.
Let it go.
Just let it go. Just don't let it. Stop letting it. Don't lose sleep over this anymore.
No. But speaking of,
that text message that you sent me, it's like this fucking blue rat makes my blood pressure.
I say blue rat when I get mad. That's what Eggman says, blue rat. Speaking of Summer Games Fest games, what we got, Jordan? What are we talking about?
So some games that we probably already know that's going to be there this year, but this is all predictions and what we might want to see or what we're probably going to see. So Little Devils, I forget the release date for this.
Please, I try to understand this shit. E3's dead. What the fuck is Summerfest? Where did it come from?
Literally E3, but Jeff Keighley's is solo in it.
Yeah,
who's Jeff Keighley?
Jeff Keighley.
Do you know who Jeff Keighley is?
He's the host of every fucking game event you see.
Is that the G4 guy?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Was he from G4?
I think he's on G4.
Not the host, not the ex-host.
That's Adam Sessler.
Adam Sessler and working. What a classic show.
Yeah. What's her name?
Jeff Keighley. I got an American.
Jeff Keighley. He's been in the gaming industry for like years and years and years.
He's Kojima's fan.
Yeah, from that.
Oh yeah, this fucking
guy. So when Spike TV decided to get rid of the Game Awards completely, he literally, I think, went out and got like a loan and then funded his own E3 or his own Game Awards that year. And dude, when I tell you
that was bad,
that was awful. I was watching it when this is like the first year I started college, and I was like sitting there on my laptop watching it. Dude, it was the most cringe fest thing you could ever see.
They had a TV like this watching the game events.
That's crazy.
And then they were like up into like a bleachers and nosebleeds, and it was like they're handing out awards to like streamers, and they're like, "Here, you are the most popular streamer." And it was, I mean, you could cut the cringe with a knife.
All the budget probably went to the licensing for everything.
Yeah, they just stood there awkwardly with the camera and just like, I remember that.
Yeah, it was bad. And to watch it like slowly get it better every year, and now it's like the biggest thing ever.
That's the Game Awards you're talking about, right?
And now it's the Game Awards. Yeah. It's crazy how like he made a complete spin and like within like 5 years.
Because he knew it was bad too.
Yeah.
Like, we gotta fucking revalidate this shit.
So yeah, but yeah, the Summer Games Fest, it's pretty much you could see like just how bad E3 was getting every single year, and then with the pandemic coming down and everything, and then they just have E3 just Electronic Expo. It was like kind of like
it's a corporate thing.
It was a corporate thing, yeah. Like you couldn't really even get in to watch stuff. It was just like people at home just knew it as like, oh, we're gonna get some game trailers this year.
Yeah, it's a tech conference.
Yeah. But like E3 was technically like developers come there and show off what they've been working on. And let me just say, developers hated E3.
Oh yeah, because they have to work for that deadline.
Well, yeah, they would spend an entire year making a trailer just for E3 because they were trying to answer for their stockholders, all that shit. But Summer Games Fest, I think, has taken the spirit that we kind of all knew from E3 without all the bullshit from E3.
The extra bullshit.
So
Jeff Keighley's like the hero of gaming.
He's a summer gaming guy. When people think of events, you think of him.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
It's pretty sweet, but so that's pretty much what to give you a little backstory on Summer Game Fest. It is just trailer.
So this isn't like Sony or Xbox specific or Nintendo specific.
This is just like a third party where he's like, I'm going to embody everything that we liked about E3 and just show it on a showcase.
They can put the games in there, right?
And essentially that's what it is. It's a gaming showcase.
Right.
So and pretty much I think I've pretty much accepted it as E3 for me.
They kind of basically say it's an E3 replacement.
Yeah.
He kind of, when E3 said they weren't doing it this year, Jeff Keighley made a snarky like tweet.
Jeff Keighley said, he was like, hold my beer, here I come. So
he does what he literally did. Like,
that's awesome.
So I think that's like, well, and because E3 has been around for so long, every time it's summertime, we associate that with game trailers. Here we're going to setting up for like the fall for all the new games and then what's to come and everything.
Right.
So now instead of doing like an E3 show this year, speculating on that, now we're doing Summer Game Fest.
And we're speculating on that.
Times change, right?
Yeah. Times have changed.
Times change, but they never change enough. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like there's always the ghost of the past. You
got to keep the spirit, and that's why I like to thinking that Summer Game Fest is spirit of E3.
E3 last year was fucking terrible.
E3 last year was boring.
Yeah,
we reacted to it live, and I was like having trouble reacting. Well, like didn't know what to say.
And I called this. I called this for years, saying that like, dude, because of the pandemic, they're not gonna have anything to show.
Yeah, that's
but it's what it's gonna do. It makes a kink in the pipeline.
But they should have canceled E3 that year. And then hold
well,
everything
they
for
probably
the
already
next year.
because when you E3. the way E3
I mean,
works,
that gets planned out like 3 years in advance.
But dude, it gets planned, I swear to God, immediately after E3.
Yeah,
like if there was an E3 2019, they literally start planning for E3 2020 the day after. I watched a whole thing about how they do it. It's fucking insane.
And you need to because it's such a big event.
That's like, what the hell did Jeff Keighley do outside of E3? And he does that. He just constantly planning it.
Yeah. So they planned it for an entire year, and then they probably just didn't have anything to show, and they're like, we can't get anybody. But essentially what's happened is there's a kink in the line. You go silent for like 2 dead years where the developers like, dude, we had a pause on everything that we're about to produce. There's nothing to show unless there was already games from like 2019, 2018 to show for, that year. And that's why we were getting only breadcrumbs. That's Sprinkles. It. That's all we're getting. So either it's going to be this year or next year, we're going to get that kink's going to come undone and the water's going to blast out.
Well, E3 is going to be different. They're kind of making it more like a San Diego Comic-Con type of thing.
Yeah. I don't care whatever E3 is now. It's definitely a shell of its former self, and Summer Game Fest is definitely the new E3. No. I don't think you can
just work under that assumption.
Right.
Yeah. Okay. So what's going on in Summerfest this year?
So these are games I'm pretty sure I cannot recall every single fucking thing that's going to be there, because I mean games get shown at these things, and then I mean they're there every year, like Deathloop. This is gonna be weird that Deathloop's not gonna be there this year because that game was at every fucking E3 showing for the last like 5 years.
Saw the game like 18 fucking times, bro.
Yeah, I know. It was a joke. It was like, you saw the Game Awards, you saw it at any showing, State of Plays. Yeah. You saw it every single time.
So it was the only game they had.
And they finally released, and people wanted it. And people hated it.
It was me. I want this game to fucking bomb.
Yeah, dude. Everyone has this mindset like, I hate this game so much. Please bomb.
It did numbers like.
Games buzzed 10/10s. Yeah, it was like insane.
I was shocked. Same with Guardians. I thought the game would be shit.
Guardians of the Galaxy.
Really?
Yeah. Game surprised a lot.
I played it.
You know what? I have a theory now that like, because people like, it's not. I think people kind of realizing and taking the rose-colored glasses off because we didn't have any games for so long. Yeah. I think they saw Deathloop and be like, oh, finally, something okay.
They want a shooter so bad.
Well, there's no new shooters in the market that are in Call of Duty or like Halo Infinite. And Halo Infinite didn't release until last year.
Well, people wanted a Dishonored 3, and that's pretty much what they got with Deathloop. Dishonored 3. That's another thing. What?
Dishonored, really?
People really.
Dude, look, I know you guys.
I don't get it.
There's plenty of games, but we have to understand that there's fandoms for other games that we don't like.
For everything.
But it blows.
I'm not a fan of Bethesda at all.
I had a friend
Dishonored isn't Bethesda. Dishonored is another studio.
No, but
it's called Arcane.
Yeah, but it's with Bethesda.
It's published through Bethesda.
Arcane does.
Bethesda is the publisher, but it's Arcane Studios.
Arcane did. Those two guys did Deathloop.
Yeah. It's kind of like
they did Dishonored 1, Dishonored 2, Dishonored, the DLC bullshit.
That's a
what?
What's doing
like that's all. I think there's only like 2.
Well, they did like a half expansion pack where it's like Dishonored 1 and 2, and then the Black Lady. That you play.
The Black Lady.
That was like White Girl Black Lady or some shit.
Yeah. Because the first one is whatever. Fuck it.
Yeah.
Those people.
But so
gaming.
Yeah. I completely lost my train of thought here.
Discussing the list of games.
Yeah. So Little Devils. I want to say that might be a PlayStation exclusive. Little Devils. I keep seeing this game every year. It's a very just like a creepy looking game where it's like hack and slash. And it's like almost like a top-down-ish.
Little Devil Inside? That's what you're saying?
Little Devil's Inside, yes.
Yeah, because Little Devil is like an old
NES
game.
I remember this. This is...
Sorry that I kept saying the wrong name. I always remember as Little Devils, but it's Little Devil Inside.
It was revealed at State of Play last year.
Yeah, it's been at every like gaming thing, but I want to see more gameplay, and hopefully we'll get... I think... Is that really State for that?
You know what's really interesting? I know that we're talking about gameplay trailers and gameplay reveals. Mm-hmm. I want them to just drop a game.
Me too.
I want. I don't want.
So
any
you
want
to take, dude? Let me tell you a story. Let me tell you a little story, Bryan. Fallout 4 was the most insane E3 thing. Well, it was at E3 time, but it was at a Bethesda.
That's their first event they did.
Yeah, that was the first event they did. They did 2 things that year, and it was insane. They released, so they showed Fallout Shelter, which is like a mobile game. Yeah, and they're like, this was going to be releasing right now. And then they're like, what? And people are like, go download on your phone. Like,
I remember that, yeah.
People were getting up, screaming, the place started on fire. And then they announced Fallout 4. And it was like, holy shit, Fallout 4. People have been waiting for Fallout 4 for fucking years. And they're like, releasing. And you're thinking, 2 years down the line or something like that. They're like it was
34 months or something.
I think it was 2 months.
Yeah, that's crazy.
That should be a fucking standard game.
Yeah. That'd be insane.
Fallout 4 sucked dick.
What?
Really?
Fallout 4 is awful.
It was all right.
I'm not Fallout.
I didn't. I played it.
You guys are very divisive.
You are like the most unique gaming opinions out of anyone. Fallout 4 is universally regarded as it's Fallout 76. Never mind.
He got so hyped.
Yeah. he saw me like bolded. Like he was getting like. Yeah, Fallout 76 was absolute dog shit.
Continue. I withdraw my anger.
But fair enough. Like Fallout 4 was received okay. Yeah. It was definitely, you could not hold a candle coming off Fallout New Vegas.
Yeah, New Vegas
for fucking sure.
3 was the best one.
People regard New Vegas as the best one, which is like
so Fallout 1 and 2 were made by the original developers. Fallout 3 New Vegas was taken on. Fallout 3 was taken on by Bethesda as a development studio.
Who's Obsidian?
And then Fallout New Vegas was developed by Obsidian, and Obsidian had closer ties to the original like spirit and motif of the original games, and Bethesda did.
Talking about the PS1 PC games?
Yeah, the PC games.
They used to be like a RTS.
Was it on PS1?
No,
they were in RTS games, and then Fallout 3 was the first one to do.
There were isometric RPGs.
Yeah, I remember seeing like little screenshots of it.
And then that was like the first one to do like first person shooters and stuff like that. But yeah, so
really?
Yeah, so they released Fallout. So they showed Fallout 4 and announced it, and then they're like, yeah, it's coming out in like 2 months. And but that type of game, I feel like you can only for their marketing team was definitely like they were holding. The developer was like, marketing team, sit back on this one. We'll do this.
Yeah.
Because that game is but Fallout franchise is so big that they could do that because that game is. It doesn't need that much marketing to sell, and it doesn't need that much time.
You can't market the way that you used to. Like Kingdom Hearts 1 could have just had like 3 trailers on TV for 6 months, and people would have bought the dog shit out of it.
Yeah.
You and I. You know that song? I never played Kingdom Hearts, but Kingdom Hearts 1
I remember that trailer for
one of the best video game trailers of all time. I remember that trailer.
Is it a dream or a far off memory?
They look
so
stupid.
I would love nothing more for, and people have been saying this for years, and I think we've been saying this on this podcast for years, that I would love for developers to kind of adopt something like that where the game can release in 2 weeks.
Yeah.
And it's fine. It's going to sell. And honestly, I think
it's going to sell more.
If you announce a game like that, it would sell probably more because it'd be so hype filled.
Yeah.
Now, the opposite of that is do not pull a fucking Cyberpunk where you announce a game
13 years in advance.
Yeah, it was like 8 or 9 years in advance. They had a trailer. They hadn't even started on the game. They just announced like, yeah, we're gonna work on this, and people were like, sweet. And then years.
Some people had kids between the announcement of Cyberpunk and the release of Cyberpunk.
And
they were like 5 years old.
I was a junior in high school when they announced that game.
Yeah.
They're doing the same thing.
I remember. I remember when they announced that game, and then I remember my friend in high school, he was like really pumped for it. And then I remember I was like, man, I can't wait. I remember being my first year in college and was like talking to Moses, like sitting next to me. I was like, dude, there's like 2 games that I'm excited for. It's Cyberpunk and then The Division.
Yeah.
Both those games and I was like, Cyberpunk is like, I don't know when they're going to release that. Dude, I was out of college.
We graduated.
I graduated out of college, and it was
4 years later.
And eventually, now, and then it came out, and I'm like, holy shit.
It is a long ass time.
I remember that girl with the blade and shit. I remember that little trailer or whatever.
And the reason why you can't do that is because it was so much hype. It was a colossal mess.
Yeah,
that was a fan's problem.
Honestly. And then that's probably got something to do with COVID too. It's just crunch, and then
they had 12 years before the goddamn pandemic.
Well, they started working on it 4 years before they released it.
That's their problem.
They didn't, and I don't understand why you announce a game like that and then you don't start on it.
I think the game was needed though.
I think so too. It changed the market for sure. Changed the environment. Anyway, fucking continue, please.
But hopefully, Cyberpunk. Hopefully, we're gonna I want to see some Modern Warfare 2 because
that's gonna be at a PlayStation. Well,
you know what? I don't want to see Modern Warfare 2.
Why not?
You know why I don't want it? Because I know exactly how it's gonna play.
Me too.
Sure. I know exactly how it's gonna play. I know exactly what the weapons are. There's gonna be an MP5. There's gonna be an M16. There's gonna be an M4. There's gonna be an M21.
Sure.
And there's gonna be like 3 weird off the pocket submachine guns.
I hope there's nothing else. I hope that's just that.
Just those 2 weapons, and then they're gonna be like it's a Call of Duty game. it's fine.
You're right.
Just release it. Just drop it.
It ain't broke.
Yeah, don't fix it.
And I used to be this guy, so like, hate Call of Duty. Nah, they're fucking fine games.
Yeah. I mean, like, well, the only reason I'm excited for this one, and I've kind of given up on doing a lot of Call of Duty games. I think the only reason I ever bought Black Ops is because of this
Black Ops Cold War fucks though.
The campaign was actually surprisingly really good. I really like the campaign for it.
That's a new one.
But I just wanted to try. I wanted to, yeah.
So Vanguard,
Cold War.
Black Ops Cold War before Vanguard. Vanguard is the latest one.
Yeah. And that was like a literally like who
cares?
Yeah.
They've been like that lately, except for Modern Warfare 2019. They just been like whatever games.
Yeah. But like I only bought Cold War just because I wanted to try the haptic feedback on the PS5 controller.
Right. They actually fucking do it instead of Battlefield.
This is gonna start a hot take situation. I fucking hate the haptic feedback on the PS5 controller.
Why?
I tried it recently and it was like, maybe it was because it was playing through my PC. But it was like, it literally made the game harder to play.
Ignore them. Just continue.
Yeah, just continue. It made the game harder to play.
Continue.
It made the game harder to play.
Don't respond back. Continue.
I swear to God.
I was like, couldn't pull the trigger. It was like
my opposition over here. Fuck it.
It was like so hard to pull the fucking trigger.
What else?
Ignore.
Hopefully, dude, I'm so pumped to see some like the Dead Space remake. I really want to see some.
Oh yeah, dude, I'm really excited for the Dead Space
Xbox thing. That seems more like Xbox oriented kind of game.
Yeah, I mean, but it's gonna be at Summer Game Fest. I mean, it's all part of it. It's all under the same hat. But Dead Space is so good. And
yeah, dude. I played Dead Space 1 recently. The controllers don't hold up, so I'm very excited.
Oh yeah, an updated.
Is it built from the ground up,
game?
Or it's like
it's built from the ground up. It's a proper remake.
And then
it's
probably
like Resident Evil 2 remake.
Yeah. So I'm gonna dude, perfect timing.
I never played in them, but I heard that the series kind of declined because they left the horror thing.
Well, yeah, they would make it.
Yeah, when you played 3 was like a shooter. Yeah. It was like that was like adopting a lot of like during that time that was like popular. So they tried to adapt to that. And I'm like, you're killing the.
Doesn't work.
Yeah. So it went like a horror shooter route, and it's supposed to be like slow plays. What's up?
Add it to the list.
What's up?
Crisis 4.
Crisis 4?
Yeah,
Crisis 4.
Are we done with that?
No, they announced like something like a few months ago.
That's crazy.
Didn't the Crisis remake do poorly?
I didn't even know there was a Crisis remake.
There was, or not a remake. It was a remaster of the first trilogy. Was it all the games?
The trilogy.
Yeah, and it just didn't. Because like the old thing for PCs was like, can it run Crisis?
Can it run Crisis? Yeah.
But then the new thing for it now is like, can it run Crisis because the game was ported poorly?
Yeah, I think now that can switch from Crisis. I think that's a joke now.
You know,
because it's on Switch. It's on Switch. Yeah.
They did put Crisis on Switch. Yeah, that's insane. They put Witcher 3 on Switch, and that's the most abominate. That's a inbred child.
People hate the hate that you have for the Switch makes me mad. The Switch is great.
It's not a bad console. It's
great.
No, but it just doesn't have that tech.
It doesn't have the power, but it's not like the game runs poorly.
Sidebar,
looks better.
They're 100% holding back Breath of the Wild 2 to release on the new Switch.
They're not going to release a new Switch. They just dropped a new Switch like a year ago.
They like an updated Switch?
How many DS they have in one lifespan? Like DS
yeah, but every
XL
DS release was like 2 to 3 years after the previous release.
They're definitely making a Switch
By the way,
Pro or something.
Jason Schreier said there are patents of a new Switch. You just haven't seen them yet.
Oh no, I know that there's going to be a new Switch, but they're not going to.
They're not going
to. If they drop Breath of the Wild 2 for a Switch, they're not going to like just make it for that new Switch.
No, they're just
stupid. It's going to be released, ladies and gentlemen. I'm calling it here. Breath of the Wild 2 is going to release in March next year, and it's going to be a new Switch version of that game. Or I think Switch. It's going to be marketed with a newer Switch.
Yeah, I mean, I have an OLED, and I bought the OLED came out not too long ago. Yeah. So I just feel like that's asking for bad press.
No, Nintendo doesn't give a shit.
Yeah. They really don't. Yeah, dude, they're definitely holding it back for a new.
And here's funny: Breath of the Wild 1 will still be $60 while 2 is out.
Yeah, 100%. They will probably
every Nintendo game is $60.
Actually, here I'm gonna make a wild lasso here. They'll go up to $70.
No, they won't make it.
They will. They're like actually we're actually gonna raise the price. Nintendo would do some shit like that. You think that's far fetched and crazy, but Nintendo would do some dumb,
if they bundle
ignorant shit like that.
If they bundle Breath of the Wild 1 and 2,
they can. They're not. They won't.
Anyway, let's just keep moving. Yeah. Pragmate.
What?
Pragmate.
What's that?
Pragmata.
I can never say.
Pragmata is a Latin word.
I swear to God, I kept thinking that it was pragmatic.
Mm-hmm.
I kept thinking it was that. The game looks amazing.
I love how dyslexic you are sometimes.
Yeah.
What is this game? I know nothing about it.
We haven't seen it, so I'm hoping we're gonna get some gameplay out of it. It's from Capcom. It's
so the PlayStation
like a telekinesis type of game.
Yeah.
I think it's gonna be like a third person. I have no idea.
Oh, it's using the RE engine though.
It looks crazy. It looks like a crazy ass game, and I can't wait for that.
It's a lot of Ghost Recon, but Death Stranding vibes from it.
Yeah, it looks.
The dude in the spacesuit. If you guys have seen the trailer, it looks like the Kojima logo.
Yeah, that's what I just saw. Is this a Kojima game?
No, it's not a Kojima. I thought that too. I thought that was gonna be one of his games, and it's actually just a.
It's clearly Japanese too.
It's a
yeah.
Oh, dude, it has. For whatever reason, Japanese games always have this hair texture. They always have this very specific hair texture thing that you could tell it's a Japanese game.
Was it Illumina engine from Final Fantasy?
No, this is using the RE engine.
Yeah. Street Fighter 6 is using the engine too.
Yeah.
RE engine? That's crazy.
Probably. I doubt we'll see some Cyberpunk DLC, but that's a possibility. We could see it there.
Why aren't they gonna have like multiplayer?
They were gonna have it probably. Well, initially, if Cyberpunk did well this year.
Yeah.
And it didn't do crash and burn, they would announce the multiplayer for
Isn't
this
there like
year.
a Netflix TV show too coming?
I'm sure there's not anymore.
I was in a comic book store yesterday. I saw another Cyberpunk comic in there. It's a new issue.
The aesthetic looks like the everything surrounding the game looks so fucking cool.
They say that the game works now, that it's great.
I want to go back to it because I want to see it. I never, like I said, I never experienced like a game breaking bug or anything like that, but it was weird.
I did.
I there was like a couple things where there was one mission where I couldn't play because
it was on sale for $5 at Best Buy like a month.
That's a good. I mean, for now, if you buy it now, yeah, it's great.
Yeah.
Probably see some more Harry Potter game.
I don't care about
the Harry Potter looks. The Harry Potter game looks fun.
Yeah.
But I feel like we have all the information we need for it at this point.
I'm not a Harry Potter fan, but I just don't care. I mean, it looks.
I'm saying we'll probably just see more gameplay.
Yeah. No, I agree, but I just wish that they.
Probably probably next gen. Maybe we'll see it. It's not a PlayStation exclusive, is it?
No, but it's PlayStation's helping with it.
Yeah, it's like on their plat.
The Warner Brothers thing.
I just wish that they like games like that, like Harry Potter, like get a trailer and like they get like a demo reveal later than that. Like they don't show up in these conferences because we don't need any more information.
Yeah. Let's just keep coming over because this is already stuff we already know. Let's get into the speculation part of the show. Let's get in the meat and potatoes of the show right now, boys. Mm-hmm. Let's eat. So games that were probably rumored to show up. Kind of just been waiting for them for years now. So I think it's these fruits are about ripe. Vegetables are about ripe. Something's about ripe. We wait.
What the fuck did you
I don't know. I'm trying to make a reference. I can't think of it. Anyway, so probably going to see Dragon Age 4.
What do you think that? I haven't heard any inkling of Dragon Age.
I've heard tons of rumors for years. It's been in the works. Like there's definitely a new Dragon Age in the works.
I guess BioWare needs to put something out.
Well, they didn't do Andromeda.
Andromeda was the last thing they put out. Yeah.
Yeah. So
Anthem 2. Dude, that'd be would be so funny to say Anthem 2.
Peggle 3.
Peggle.
Dude, Peggle does fuck though.
What the fuck is Peggle?
It's a good game.
That was like when Splunky was when they announced that Splunky game. I'm like, what the hell is Splunky?
I have it on PS Plus last few years ago. It's great.
That's what, dude. Splunky 2 or Splunky remake or Splunky and blah 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 blah. Got like a 10 out of 10, like 5 stars.
It's a really well developed game.
I have a PS Plus like 2002.
Shut up, dude. No one cares about this random niche character.
Dude, it's not niche. You just don't know.
It's
about
not Sploogabobble.
It was indie when it first came out.
I remember playing first. I have a
Splunky sounds like a Rick and Morty skit.
You know
I have a lot of
is?
games on PS Plus. Just you'd never heard of by how.
Yeah.
That's
you know what spelunking is?
Spelunking, yes.
Okay.
I've been spelunking.
What is spelunking?
Going through a cave.
Yeah. Okay.
Scary.
Yeah, it is scary.
What's that movie? Scary movie? The monster where the eye slits. Remember that movie? They were doing that.
Oh,
The Descendants.
Descendants.
Yeah.
That's a good movie. Oh, that's a good.
This podcast episode.
It's because this is so weird because like speculating on like conferences like this, like it's just all whatever you want it to be.
It's fun.
And so it's fun. So I just don't know what to talk about.
I mean,
it's fine.
Yeah.
Here's one.
Resident Evil 4 remake.
Yeah, Resident Evil 4 remake.
We've been speculating for a long time.
We've been waiting. And,
well, we've been speculating on it since Resident Evil 2 came out because they did RE3 using the same engine. they kind of did the same development cycle that they did with the original RE2 and RE3, where like RE2 you just use assets from RE.
Are you
RE3 use assets from RE2?
Yeah.
Are you confident for 4 coming?
4 is absolutely happening.
Dude,
after the success of 8.
Well, if you even look at 8, look, if you take the set pieces from 8, it is just like our Resident Evil 4.
The assets for Resident Evil 8 could easily be put in Resident Evil 4.
Yeah, so you can definitely tell that, like, yeah, you guys are... Because if you look, I mean, look at this. Our Resident Evil 4 is the most ported game, or one of the most ported games to ever release.
If you count mobile releases, it's been ported more than Skyrim.
Yeah, it's insane. Yeah. So they're definitely going to make an Resident Evil 4, which will probably fuck.
I played like an hour with them GameCube back in the day.
Dude, beat it. It's so good.
I'm not a Resident Evil fan by any means.
You can download it and any PS Store, PC, fucking do it. It is one of the best horror action games.
Yeah, I see that mentioned a lot from a lot of people.
It's really so good.
Game.
You're not a real fan unless you play on the chainsaw controller.
For the Wii.
Yeah, they released a chainsaw like gimmick.
It's
controller.
on Wii too. God damn.
Yeah,
dude, it's on GameCube, it's on Wii, it's on PC, it's on PS2, it's on Xbox 360.
Was it cross-gen with GameCube and Wii at the time?
Not cross-gen. You have to buy 2 separate discs, but
probably going to definitely see a Need for Speed game.
So hold on, Resident Evil 4. Are you excited?
Oh like yeah, dude! I love, dude. I've recently, the last 2 years, I've really got into Resident Evil.
Do you think that we'll get like a title card, or do you think we'll get some gameplay for RE4?
Yeah, that's a good. Definitely get a titled card. I really truly believe we're definitely going to see the
like at least the name Resident Evil.
Yeah, we'll definitely see an announcement for it.
I don't know.
Gameplay wise, we could. I mean, I feel like they're really letting this thing cook for a long time.
Resident Evil 4 is Resident Evil series Final Fantasy 7, so they're gonna treat it as its own event and do whatever the fuck they want to do with that. Hype it up because it's a big deal game.
Nah, they're gonna like they did the same thing with Resident Evil 2 remake, where it's kind of like it's just gonna be part of the show. It's gonna show the trailer.
It's gonna show it.
Yeah, because it's not like a.
Because Final Fantasy 7 did the same thing.
Yeah,
they didn't make a big deal out of it.
I feel like
a big deal out of the release, but the announcement.
It was a PlayStation game.
We'll probably get
it wasn't a state to play, I think.
We'll probably get a Resident Evil 8 DLC trailer or something. They'll probably announce some DLC for
it.
Yeah. Speaking of Need for Speed, it made me think of Fast and Furious, which made me think of Vin Diesel. Remember that Vin Diesel game they got?
No, wait, that's later on.
No, talking about?
Yeah. But like a little bit later.
Take it easy, Vin Diesel. Relax.
So yeah, we'll probably definitely get a new Need for Speed, but it's about time for a new one. So hopefully, I wonder where they're gonna set it this year. Probably like LA or dude, could you imagine? So
Tokyo?
hear me out. Give me Carbon 2. That was such a good game.
You're looking at me like I know what the fuck you're talking about.
Give me
Underground 3, yeah. I feel like they could revisit an old series, but they're probably gonna do like something brand new. So
I guarantee
you though, like it'll be an open world. Yeah. I feel like they're definitely going to do an open world
car game. Unless you can get out of your car, that sounds like the stupidest thing.
Remember, dude, they do so many open world car games now that it's like it's just part of it now.
What Project Cars?
What
was that game called?
Was it Project Cars? There was one car game that was it was like open world, but I don't think it was Project Cars. It may have been. But yeah, they were definitely going to get some type of Need for Speed, probably
VR support.
They do.
Dude, PSVR exclusive.
The only way that I would invest money in a car game is if I got it if it was VR.
There are people do that.
High fidelity, high budget, like Need for Speed.
You don't need
game.
like a high fidelity one, but like just give
I
you.
Want it.
I already drive VR.
You're just commuting to work in VR.
I love those like videos where they put the hydraulic seats in and they map it to the game, and when they hit like a wall or something, they literally like get thrown over their like computer screen.
Yeah, Avatar on this list. It was later.
Yeah, that's you can talk about that later
Avatar
down. Probably definitely going to see a Ghost Recon game. That's like a standard. You're always going to see some kind of announcement from. It's about time. Breaking Point did so bad that they really have to. I think they'll have to wind it back.
I feel like Ubisoft needs to stop making games for like 5 years.
That is definitely not in their culture.
And then make a good game.
They're doing NFT shit now, right?
Yeah.
No, I think they canceled that project.
No, they're gonna bring it back the first chance, I guess.
They were gonna make like they're really becoming the new EA, but they were going to like remake they're going to make a NFT game.
Yeah.
You can get like a Rabbids 3.
I'm not 100% sure, but I think they canceled it, but they may have not.
Who cares?
And then kind of like for last for me, anyways, for the rumors here is Silent Hill.
I've heard a lot of rumors about it. Like I feel like there's a new Silent Hill leak. Like they leaked a remake of 2.
It's associated with PlayStation, so we might see it there.
Yeah,
PlayStation Experience whenever the fuck that happens.
But I think that
like a state of play or like at Summer Game Fest.
No, I mean like PlayStation's own event.
Like a state
like
of
PlayStation
play?
might make an own event for Silent Hill.
Yeah. No, I mean it's confusing for you. PlayStation Experience is a completely different thing.
So it's experience like a showcase.
Their major showcase.
Yeah,
okay,
yeah, but Silent Hill rumors has been associated with PlayStation.
So what's
so they're gonna put it PlayStation Experience.
But they do the state of plays to keep from doing
state of
right?
plays are smaller conferences to get you to the PlayStation Experience.
I don't like that.
It's really simple. You're making it harder than it is.
I just don't care for it.
I love state of plays if they focus on like one game for like the majority of the thing and they go like
they're just directs. Yeah, just no hype behind them.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm really excited for a Silent Hill remake 2, like Silent Hill 2 remake, because I love the Silent Hill games, but I've never played a Silent Hill game, and I know so much about them that at this point I like don't.
Did you ever play
PT? No, I couldn't play it.
Got it.
That is an enigma all of its own. Is that like Kojima, how a demo was like one of the best games of 2014?
You want to know why? Kojima, baby.
Yeah, that's the only Kojima.
Kojima and Guillermo del Toro.
Silent Hill. So from what I learned, Silent Hill is one of those games where people love so much, but they didn't do well back in the day.
They did okay. They did enough. They did well enough that they could continuously keep funding the franchise. Yeah. But after Silent Hill 4, they did very poorly.
I remember walking past a box art of these games. It was a girl in a white.
That's 3.
I remember walking past at the video game store.
Cult classics, if you would.
Yeah, they're very cult classics. So I'm really excited for a Silent Hill 2 remake if it happens, and I hope that we get to see some footage of it, because remaking that with like without tank controls it's a difficult choice to see how you remake a gameplay formula that is so beloved.
Well, see, that's the thing. I don't know if it's going to be so Silent Hill, but I don't know if it'll be a remake or just entirely new game.
It's going to be like a reboot.
So the rumor, the rumor mill is that it's a remake of 2. That's like what people are theorizing in the rumor mill because of the leaks that happened.
Kojima's
associated too. Whether or not it is a remake, I don't know for sure. But people are inclined to believe that it is a remake of 2.
Mm-hmm. And knowing Sony, they're going to get fucking Kojima back and make a successor to a spiritual successor.
Dude, if I was Kojima, I'd tell them to go fuck themselves.
I doubt they're going to get Kojima back.
Kojima and PlayStation have very
No, sorry. I thought you were talking about his old company. You're right. What did you say?
Oh, wait, who?
Konami.
Konami does Silent Hill, right?
Yeah. Konami owns Silent Hill, and Kojima had a bad fallout with Konami.
Well, that's what PT was, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I doubt like he'll go back.
But there's been for some reason there's been like he has some ties into it. Maybe, I don't know.
Who knows?
Yeah, Bryan, what else are you excited? You had one rumor, right?
Another Kojima baby. That's trending too. People don't give a shit about that trending. I know it's like a very like specific type of game. It's a Kojima game. I adore.
You're like the most hardcore fan I know of it.
It's such a good game. It's incredible.
There's definitely going to be a sequel to it.
Yeah,
it's going to come out. They can tease it.
Yeah,
like hey, we're working on it, but it's nothing ready for it yet.
No, we're not going to show anything like that. But the only reason that I say that the trending 2 has the potential to be announced this summer is because Norman Reedus tweeted that the trending 2 was in the works. Yeah, and Kojima said, "Why don't you get back in your room, buddy?"
I love how he's best friends with his coworkers.
I love it so much. What's
that guy's name?
Mads Mikkelsen.
Yeah, I love their relationship.
Dude, Mads Mikkelsen. Fucking daddy. I love him.
I love how he just works with Kojima. But what I don't know what I want.
Well, I want to get more information on Final Fantasy 16.
That's gonna be tonight.
That's coming out. So I'm very excited to find out more about that because I don't know a whole lot. And it's directed by the same guy that directed 14.
Yeah, that's right.
And I'm a huge fan of 14.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
But 14 is an MMO, so like it's very limited with what you can do in terms of like aesthetics and visuals for the game. So seeing him get the freedom to work on like a mainline Final Fantasy game. And Final Fantasy 14 counts as a mainline game.
Yeah, that's what you're saying.
But like just like a main RPG title.
A mainline title. Yeah.
Gotcha. Yeah, that's not an MMO. I really want to see him because like the aesthetic looks almost exactly the same as Final Fantasy 14. We got the same clothes.
It's going back to the traditional because Final Fantasy has this futuristic-esque themes to them lately.
Yeah.
They're going back to the original
So like the fantasy
elements of Final
Fantasy. And all of that happened. I think 7 was really the catalyst behind
7 did that. Yeah.
Which is kind of a bummer because 7 is easily the best Final Fantasy game. So it's kind of a bummer that they took so much leeway to get into like this like fantasy futurism stuff.
Yeah.
But Final Fantasy 13 was great. Final Fantasy,
Lightning
a lot of people.
Returns, whatever.
No, so there's 3. There's a trilogy. The original one was fantastic. Everyone else was like a little less better.
Like she's a Cloud ripoff.
It really is. It's just female Cloud.
Lightning. Yeah, she's badass. She was hot too.
That game was fantastic. So I'm really excited to hear some more information about Final Fantasy 16 as a whole. I like that.
You guarantee you're gonna see that State of Play tonight.
Yeah. And then I don't really know because I don't really know what I'm excited for. Like I want Halo Infinite to get its shit together and give me the campaign.
You'll see some stuff
like that. The co-op campaign.
Next week for Halo. I hope they talk about it more, like how people receive.
It'll be this week when the episode goes
for Nintendo. I'm also really excited. I know that this is a hot topic today, but I'm also very excited for Scarlet and Violet. I think they look cute and I think that they look fun. And 4-player co-op for Pokemon Scarlet and Violet. And we won't see that. I don't think we'll see that in Summerfest.
No, I don't know when Nintendo Treehouse will be.
Yeah, but
I never watched none of those.
Yeah, but it releases in November, so I'm really excited for Scarlet and Violet.
Tabe, any rumors?
So
anything that you're excited for?
No. Not at all. Here's the thing: I got spoiled by Spyro Reignited Trilogy. That's the game I always fucking wanted it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Now I don't care about anything going forward.
Just get a Spyro 4, man.
You got anything that you wanted?
Yeah,
I want Naughty Dog to work on something new.
Yes, obviously doing that.
It's kind of hard to speculate. You guys think we'll see some new titles from some big AAA studios?
Okay, I make some speculation fun ones for Sony. I want a Siphon Filter, either full-on remake or a trilogy remake.
You go hard for that game.
Yeah, fuck yeah.
Siphon Filter, yeah. Siphon Filter.
Yeah.
What is that?
It's a PS1 RPG.
PlayStation's Metal Gear. Before it's PlayStation attempt at making Metal Gear.
You know what? We're kind of due for a new Sly Cooper.
I would fuck
or
with,
like a Jack and Dexter 4.
They've been
or 5, whatever it is.
I haven't played Jack and Dexter's, but I would fuck with a Sly Cooper.
Oh, they're so good, dude.
Yeah. Naughty Dog's not doing it, but Bluepoint can do it. So we're gonna see Bluepoint's game this year.
Is that Bluepoint making an original?
Yeah, I think so.
Nice.
I want, in terms of remakes, I want a Legend of Dragoon remake. Don't hit me in the mouth.
Your throat was talking to the mic.
I want a Legend of Dragoon remake.
Yeah, that's also. I want a Parasite Eve remake at some point. Parasite Eve is really fun.
I don't know what the fuck I want.
Is Ragu? Wait, what is it?
Legend of Dragoons. That's the first JRPG I ever played.
Is that like the same thing as Blue Dragon?
No, nothing alike.
I keep thinking. I don't know why I put those two things together.
Yeah, I don't know. Spyro 4, but I don't think that's happening either because they're working on Call of Duty. That fucking team.
I know that there's going to be like a good amount of like anime games coming out in the next like 3 or 4 years because like Bleach is dropping soon, so we're gonna see a Bleach game.
Yeah, Arc they're not making Dragon Ball Super 2. They're making some other big anime game.
Really?
Yeah, Arc System. So it might be.
Arc System's gonna do a new Dragon Ball game, or not a new Dragon Ball, but a new anime game.
Most likely My Hero Academia or.
One
Piece maybe.
I would hope that I like Naruto's a meme. I get it, but like a Naruto game by Arc Systems would be pretty fun.
Storm 5 got announced.
Oh really?
No way, did it really?
Awesome. Yeah, I love the Storm series. They're great.
Is it 5 or 6? I don't fucking know.
It's 5. That's
5. I thought they would keep doing just Demon Slayer.
Demon Slayer is also gonna be a big one, but we got the JoJo game coming out soon.
Well, it's a remake, but yeah.
Or it's still a remake, but it's a remake to a game that's like not really easily accessible.
Right, it's a PS3 game, which I don't know if it's a remake or a support.
It's a remake. So they're remaking JoJo All-Star Battle. That's a battle royale.
Is it Stardust?
No, it's R-Star or something. Steel Ball Run.
Gameplay of this.
Yeah, that's not Silver Run is the name of the show, but this is like all of the JoJo characters from all of the parts into one fighting game.
Those JoJo in game.
Pardon? What'd you say?
JoJo in
It's like a third person.
JoJo like, No Way Home.
It's All-Star Battle R, which is that's remake.
So I'm really excited for that game. I know we're not going to see it in the Summer Fest.
No.
But I'm very excited.
We might see some more gameplay for it, but I think they've showed off like the majority. We might say that at PlayStation because I think that's where they've shown it.
But they showed off like what characters are going to be there. That's pretty much all I say about
Tokyo Game Show. Just going to say that. No one talks about that fucking show, but that's where you see all Japanese games at.
Which one?
Tokyo Game Show.
Yeah.
I don't have anything. That's the first year I don't.
You don't want. You really don't.
It's such a weird year for games. It's been such a weird 2 years for games.
But I feel like they're gonna have like a lot to to show off this year, honestly.
I hope so. I hope that they have a lot of stuff that is like not confusing. You know, like not like the quality isn't confusing. Like Sonic Frontiers or Force. Yeah, Frontiers is confusing to me.
I love how that's the first game of the entire week. It's a shitty game.
Yeah. All right.
I'll get better from
Here's my Hail Mary for this. Here's my crazy out there thoughts. I just love to see them. If I don't, it's obviously I probably won't get to see them. Right. But if I do, I'm going to jump up, stand up in a chair and scream.
What is this?
So definitely Titanfall 3. We're very due for a Titanfall 3.
Are you going to support it this time?
And that's probably likely, honestly.
With Apex being on the map, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know either.
It's very likely.
Yeah,
it makes sense. It makes the most sense.
Yeah,
or they can make a story expansion or whatever for Apex.
But that's just like rolling out new updates, and they're kind of already doing that.
Yeah.
Battlefield 3 remake.
Stop saying that.
If there's a remake, it needs to be a Battlefield Bad Company 2.
Dude,
don't touch that.
No. Yeah. If they remake Battlefield 3, that would be, I swear to God, the funniest thing in my life. The
game's been out for like what, 6 years?
Battlefield 3? Yeah. 2011.
If you're gonna remake a Battlefield game, make Battlefield Bad Company 2.
Yeah. So
and don't fuck it up.
And that brings me to my second point. Dude, Battlefield Bad Company 3.
That would make sense.
That would make sense.
I would get hype, but I can't no more because they shitty now. So
they did fuck up 2042 so badly.
Yeah, I can't trust them.
See, and that's why I would think like this. We might not see it this year, but guarantee you they need something to save their ass because after 2042 they're like, oh my god.
Has there been any like expansion announcement?
Dude,
they've probably been debugging the shit out of it.
Well, they got rid of the 60 or 100 player map.
Really?
Yeah, they just threw it out.
I hate this game.
And dude, it's gone. The game is dead.
Yeah.
So they need something really to bring players back, and I feel like a Bad Company 3 would probably save their asses.
See, a Bad Company 3 would try to save their asses, but everyone that's like you and me that's like try to buy into 2042, I go like,
no.
Well, I feel like after this
they
is
have
probably
to really win.
It's a cool announcement. Don't get me wrong, but I just don't want them.
But I'm saying that like they're probably to be like, all right, we definitely have to take our fucking time.
They would have to release like a 2-week demo.
But the thing with 2040, what was it? 2042. I mean, all of those games that were releasing then, they all suffer from the same. Just like through the pandemic, they just ran through trouble, and they're like,
I'm not blaming.
We're just gonna fucking push it out.
Yeah, I'm not blaming that one on the pandemic because that game was just a complete ignorance of quality control.
Yeah, quality control. It just
there was just no
corporation getting in the way and all that bullshit.
Yeah,
that's all it is.
It was like I would blame it on the pandemic if it got delayed.
Yeah, but it makes sense just because of all the games that released were just coming out poorly, just because they're trying to push out. Well, Cyberpunk and then that.
That's that.
So Cyberpunk.
They didn't have no excuse either.
Yeah, Cyberpunk was a different beast altogether. I want to give them credit, but also like just delay your fucking game. Just delay your game if you need the time to work on it.
They don't want to because they got to meet those
publisher deadlines. But it's so I'm not gonna give like 2042 you were in a pandemic. It's like I get it, you were in a pandemic.
All right.
So but fucking get out of here. It's a bad game.
All right. Another Hail Mary.
Halo
Love
Infinite?
to see it.
Halo
Love to see
Infinite
it.
also happened in a pandemic. Just saying. Halo Infinite.
They delayed. At least they delayed it.
It did it. Yeah, they had to delay
way better than
I'm not gonna argue yet.
Moving. We gotta keep it moving here. Mm-hmm. New Dragon Ball Z game. Love to see one of those.
No, you don't.
That would be badass. Give me like a Xenoverse 3, or give me like, dude, I love nothing more than a fucking Budokai. You know, a new Budokai.
I think those
give me Budokai, Shin Budokai 3 or something. Budokai 2. I don't know what was the last Shin Budokai.
Budokai Tenkaichi 3.
I would love to too, but like Bryan said, it's not happening.
Those types of games are done.
These are Hail Marys.
I know. I'm just saying.
Stop saying like it's not gonna happen.
Your expectations are fake. Stop it.
Obviously, no. But I'm just saying, dude. Have a little fun. Relax.
None of this stuff is real.
Relax.
Crockett, I've been hurt too much. I can't relax anymore.
Dude, just relax. These are not like real. Well, Titanfall 3 could be real, but like these are just my Hail Marys. These are just like, dude,
okay, then I want Godzilla fucking save the Earth remake.
Can I? No. Can I get it? Actually, that's a good point. Can I get a new Godzilla game? Where's our new Godzilla game at? Guys, come on now.
Oh yeah, there's a new Digimon story game coming out. We haven't heard of
Survive.
No, right? It's not Survive. It's a different cyber story game.
I would love to get it. Well, that's
it's not Cyber Suit sequel, whatever, but it's a Digimon story.
There you go. Now you get on board.
Fuck yeah.
New. All right, new.
Fuck Pokemon. It's on that Digimon wave.
A new. Yeah. Okay. So new Digimon game.
That's real. You haven't heard anything about it.
I'm going to stick with the threes here.
I want a new Ninja Gaiden. I want like a brand new...
Is there not a new Ninja Gaiden?
They're a trilogy remaster.
Yeah, they're remastered. No, but I want a brand new by Platinum.
Keep Team Ninja on it. No, fuck Platinum. Platinum's a great fighter game. I mean,
no, you're right. Sorry, I was thinking of Team Ninja. That's what I was thinking of. I want a brand new game handled by Team Ninja.
Speaking of Platinum games, I've been wanting this for years. Give me a fucking Power Rangers Platinum games.
Oh, that would
fuck.
That would go.
Ooh, yes. Dude, imagine this.
Arc
No. Arc Systems do a Power Ranger game.
Jordan.
Yeah, boy. That would fucking rule, right?
I would master that fucking game. They
or give me a Kamen Rider game by Arc Systems. That would fuck. Yeah. Or, dude, why don't we have like a new Power Ranger or a Kamen Rider game?
I want them both. They just give me a.
Just
put Power Rangers inside Kamen Rider.
Power Rangers Arc System game. Well, fuck. Oh my.
The animation.
Could you imagine if we just predicted that? Like it was like that'd be insane.
Imagine that.
They just dropped
Dragons. They gotta be hype.
They just dropped Guilty Gear, so I feel like dropped it. Like
that's what I'm saying. That we're probably not going to see something from Arc.
I think they're going to be the next thing that they're going to make in terms of anime has to be Demon Slayer.
I think what's the okay.
Well, no, because I
agree.
The Storm team's already doing.
Some team's doing Hinokami Chronicles. But I think that Arc says with the success of Dragon Ball FighterZ, it would be stupid to not at least get a Bleach game out of them or like a Demon Slayer game out of them.
I couldn't see them doing like
Bleach. Bleach is not as
sword base. Yeah.
Well, Bleach is coming out with a new anime season. So after that comes out,
I can see like
in 2 years, I see a Bleach fighting game.
Yeah, I can see Bankai Namco.
Bandai Namco's the publisher.
Yeah.
No, they changed their name to Nakom Bandai.
So it's either going to be
reversed it.
Namco Bandai. So it's either going to be a Cyber Connect Bleach game or an Arc System Demon Slayer. That's what I'm expecting for either of those.
That
companies.
makes sense.
Well, Cyber Connect's making a Storm
anything with large scale power.
Yeah. Well, that's going to be so. Stormfront is working on right now with like all the shit from Boruto and whatever.
Game, yeah.
But Bleach comes out in like a year. And so like I would like to see them handle Bleach after the arc is finished.
And then for the last rumor for me to finish it off is, and I know y'all are going to shit on me, and I just want to remind y'all. This is just a Hail Mary, just a prototype 3. And I asked
Shut the fuck up.
I've been asking Santa. I've been asking Santa every year to bring me
Santa's
prototype 3.
Santa's going to give you a big old lump of gold.
I want another Infamous game. Fuck yeah.
Or give us another,
I would fuck with an Infamous game, but I didn't like Infamous Second Son as much as I liked the first two.
I love all of them. Yeah. But honestly, I'd rather have Infamous here than Ghost of Tsushima. Hot take.
Yeah, Ghost of Tsushima is pretty fun.
Or that would actually a Ghost of Tsushima 2 announcement card.
Ghost of Tsushima is like a one title for me. I don't think that game could translate super well to a sequel.
They're going to make a sequel, but I prefer like.
I prefer an Infamous.
But if they want to have,
you know what I want?
They have Spider-Man for superheroes. Yeah. So.
You know what I want? I want Insomniac to make a Sonic game.
A lot of people say that. That's
common. The movement would. I just thought about that. I'd never heard anyone say that. But I feel like the movement system, they could work something out with a movement system for a Sonic game.
Fucking guess.
All right. Well, to wrap up the show, I want to just blast through some. Hopefully, we might see some gameplay. We might see some gameplay. We might not. So, Breath of the Wild 2, I think we're due.
Definitely need some gameplay.
I think we're very due for some Breath of the Wild 2 gameplay.
This can be like around September. We see that.
I doubt we'll get Spider-Man 2 gameplay, but
when does that come out?
2023.
2023? Okay.
Yeah. So it's possible that we get some gameplay for that. Might be later on from, a state of play or something like that. But hopefully,
buy a PS4, PS5.
We're definitely going to get God of War Ragnarok gameplay at some point. I don't know if we'll get it at Summer Game Fest or we will get it at state of play or something. I doubt we'll get it. The time this video goes up, the state of play will be out, but I think they're only focusing on PSVR. So may got it already. I don't know.
I think we'll see it next month to September. That time frame, we're going to see that game.
But it's coming. It's so soon that they have to show some gameplay for it. Yeah. More Final Fantasy 16 gameplay. I don't know when that's.
I talked about it briefly. But yeah, it's confirmed for today.
We'll probably get it. We'll probably see some more Atomic Heart. That's the game from BioShock devs. So that game looked cool. Atomic Heart.
Oh yeah, BioShock. I didn't know BioShock Studios. The studio for BioShock was making a new.
It's
title.
The devs that are making it.
So it's not the same studio, but it's the people that work for that studio.
I cannot confirm or deny that.
Gotcha.
We'll probably definitely see some gameplay for Fable, the Fable remake, reboot, whatever.
That's an interesting one too.
I never understood Fable, the love for Fable.
I played the first one when I was like 12, and it was fun.
It was a pretty big franchise when it came out.
It's an Xbox franchise people love. I just never.
Hopefully, maybe, possibly see a little bit of Wolverine gameplay. little bit of Wolverine.
I would love to see some Wolverine gameplay. I'm not gonna lie.
So that was announced.
Who's running? Insomniac's developing it?
Those guys don't fucking miss.
Yeah,
that's crazy, dude. They're working on Wolverine and Spider-Man 2
and Ratchet and Clank. Oh, I fucking love those guys.
They also did Ratchet and Clank.
Yeah, that's their baby right there.
Wow.
Yeah, they did Spyro trilogy back in the day.
We could see some Ratchet and Clank DLC.
Dude, they must be making bank.
That's not gonna happen though, but fuck yeah.
That'd be sweet. Yeah. Starfield gameplay. Probably definitely going to get
that's guaranteed.
Yeah, Starfield gameplay. I think we saw a little bit of it last year, but probably just keep with that. We'll probably see some more. Star Wars Old Republic remake. I would like to see some gameplay, maybe not, but that.
When is that slated?
We don't know.
If I had to guess, the late 2023 or early 2024.
I can see another CG trailer with like a 10-second gameplay moment.
Yeah, it's just probably showing like this more.
Or the world, whatever.
Yeah. Probably it's. I mean, was it running? Do we know the engine? Yeah. Unreal Engine 4?
No, but it's heavily tied to PlayStation. They're publishing it. So it's funny. Xbox was related to the original one. Mm-hmm. PlayStation's on a remake one.
Interesting.
Probably going to see some more Project Eve. That game was a game that did very well last year.
What is Project Eve?
That was the very anime-looking game by... Who was it by? Project Eve?
It's not Team Ninja, is it?
I don't think it's Team Ninja. I don't think Team Ninja's developed anything in a minute.
But that was like it was kind of like almost looked like a
I see. Yeah.
Near Automata type game.
That looks like a Rule of Rose.
But it was very like almost like it had the energy of like a.
It looks awesome.
Yeah,
Metal Gear Rising type.
Yeah.
Kind of gameplay where you're like
That's the guy.
A flaming sword cutting through like
a watermelon. Remember that trailer was a big deal?
Because the technology the technology to get the precise slices is so exciting.
Cut any day.
Dude, Metal Gear Revengeance got a
resurgence. Yeah,
Metal Gear Rising Revengeance got a resurgence.
I never played that game. I want to play it.
Dude, you would love it. It's so cheesy and so good.
No, I should go home right now and cop it on like Steam or something.
What's that guy's name?
Raiden?
Oh, that's the president of the United States.
Yeah.
I love seeing those memes.
Like
so funny. Nano machines, Raiden.
I'm really hyped to see some Vin Diesel gameplay and the new Ark game coming out.
Oh, that's right. Vin Diesel is in the dinosaur.
That's fucking stupid.
That game's gonna fuck, dude. I love Ark.
This is family.
Ark is so fun.
A little dinosaur.
One last ride.
And then this will probably be the biggest game to show, and we'll probably finally get to see some gameplay. Is Elden Ring 6.
Elder Scroll.
Elder
Scroll 6.
Elden Ring's got my mind twisted.
You said Elden Ring 6.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Elder Scroll 6.
Here's my gaming wish. I just thought about it. Cooking Mama game.
Shut the fuck up. Yeah. No one cared about Cookie Mama. I saw this game at Target the other day. I was looking at the Adrian. I'm like,
that one was
loves
bad.
These games.
Yeah, Cooking Mama 2, Cooking Mama 3, Shop and Shop.
Shut up,
Top tier game. They gave awesome.
I've never played it.
Play it on DS.
I'd have to try it. Yeah.
What's that game? It's like with the plates.
Cooking Mama games are fun though.
Yeah, they are.
The restaurant game where she
Overcooked?
No, it's not over. Dude, don't let me talk about a stressful game. Dude, I love an Overcooked 3 though. That'd be a great game to announce.
Yeah, shit. I mean, Cooking Mama.
It's the same.
No,
game.
Cooking Mama's a superior game. You're actually making your fucking food instead of I gotta run over here and do this and do that. It's a PC game.
That's a stressful game, dude.
I love this discourse. A fucking cooking game.
Cooking Mama stand.
Words have never been spoken in English. The English language. I'm
There's
a Cooking Mama
out there.
That's so funny.
Yeah, you and the 5 other Cooking Mama stands. But yeah, God, I want to say Elden Ring so bad. Elder Scrolls 6. I think if they show gameplay off that will be the biggest thing at some Game Fest.
Show. Talking to week or whatever.
Because that is one of probably the most anticipated games.
People
probably under
love Elder Scrolls.
They announced it way too early though.
They did. Yeah,
well, it's because people kept. I get it why they did that because people would not stop asking them. That trailer and the way they announced it, they're like, shut up. I mean, literally, you could tell it in the energy. They're like, please stop asking. Yes, we're working on it.
It's a 2027 game.
Elder Scrolls 6 is
I guarantee.
No, 2027.
Oh, I thought you looked it up.
I guarantee we'll see some gameplay for
probably
something.
Be 2024.
2024, yeah.
You think so?
Yeah.
Probably be 2024.
But they only had a title card, so yeah, I say it's gonna be the late 2024.
They're like, we just made this today.
Someone probably was in like Premiere and After Effects, like.
He like rushing for the show starts.
But it was. Yeah, they literally just showed mountains and then title card, and then that was it.
That's so funny.
We know literally nothing about
dragons,
6. Yeah.
Demons, whatever.
Demons. Well, the Oblivion Gate. Well, not even Oblivion Gates.
Oh,
who knows what the? We don't even know what the theme of it is.
It's probably gonna
Skyrim was dragons.
It's probably going to be like a. They're probably going to incorporate like a few regions of the Elder Scrolls games.
They'll probably do some demons.
What about GTA 6?
That's never going to happen.
No, it'll never
going to happen.
If I swear to God, dude, if we got GTA 6 announcement and we got an Elder Scrolls,
Elder Scrolls.
God, this oh man, I'm so twisted up now. Yeah. Elder Scrolls 6 gameplay, and then we got an announcement for GTA 6. This would be one of the best E3s ever.
I don't much care for either of those games.
Well, you don't like Skyrim, and
I hate Skyrim, and GTA 5 was great, but it's a GTA game.
Yeah, GTA.
But yeah, you say that now, but if it gets announced, people are gonna lose their.
Oh yeah, they're gonna lose their minds, but I hate that they're gonna lose their minds for that.
That game's still like #1 in NPD charts. Yeah. GTA 5. It's
crazy.
Fucking
makes me sick.
Yeah.
All right, we gotta wrap it up, boys.
Yeah.
What else?
And then finish off probably maybe an RTX 4090 for those the one PC fan that watches the show. 4090, that'd be crazy.
The 4090.
Yeah, it's
you just released a 3090. Relax.
Didn't it have like a shortage too?
Yeah.
Yeah, but they did. I mean, scalpers bought so many of them. Same thing. They'll probably. This would be a weird announcement, but they probably put in stock more PS5s.
Did it? Like Suicide Squad get delayed.
Yeah, we'll probably see more
Suicide Squad game.
Yeah, like I said, there's so many games that I can't even keep up. But yeah, Suicide Squad will probably see some more gameplay. Hopefully, to God, they fix. God, that Gotham Knight game.
That Gotham Knight trailer looked rough. I was really excited, but that trailer did not look great. Yeah. It was just looked stale.
I saw that.
So Gotham Knights is a TV show in the CW. And then there's also the game.
Damn, right? I wish we had brought that up at the beginning of the show. I meant to write that down.
Okay, we'll talk about it at some point.
Yeah, but
we got to wrap it up.
Yeah,
guys, keep
I got so much clout that.
Yeah, look at us if you're interested in like what we have to say about like whatever gets revealed during the conference. Keep a watch out on our Twitter and our because we talk about it all the time.
Yeah,
me and Crockett are in a heavily spirited debate about Digimon versus Pokemon right now.
Guys, actually, if what are your guys' predictions? I mean, just let us know down in the comments. Like, I was really I'd love to go read through what people. Yeah. I want to see your guys' Hail Marys. What games would you just absolutely die for that you know it's not going to be there?
Yeah. That's awesome.
Spelunky 3.
Someone's gonna say like some fucking like Animal Crossing.
Boogle Boggle 6.
Cyberpunk 2077 2.
Thank you guys for showing up. This has been episode 89. We will see you next week with episode 90.
Ray Star Wars.
And
her last name is Star Wars, not Skywalker.
It's so funny. Ray Star Wars.
Ray Star Wars.
I don't get it.
Sort of Skywalker.
Anyway, guys, thank you so much for coming down, watching the show. We do appreciate it. We have a new episode every Tuesday at 12:01 a.m.
Yep. You can find us on Twitter. You can find me on Twitter, Bryan Archilla. You can find Crockett on Twitter.
Cyber Calamity.
You can find Tay at _Tay Infinite. You can find our podcast page at _The Drunken Ship. Or _Drunken Ship.
Links are all down below.
They're all down below. Join the Discord, come talk to us, hang out, and tell us your Hail Marys.
I play Gamera. I play Gamera on the Discord every other week.
And also, I'm doing a Sonic Origins review later this month, so make sure you tune into that.
And then Tay it's probably uploaded already, but go watch Tay's State of Play reaction.
Oh yeah, it is.
So thank you guys. We'll see you later. Bye.
Oh, the crack.